If you like the video, please subscribe Technical PCT channel and click the bell icon to get the latest videos.
Good morning, children. We are discussing about ideal solutions. Is it not? Right. Yesterday I have given one problem also. I do not know how many of you tried to solve it. Okay. See, yesterday just a small clue also for the problem. See, that is, it was given like this. P01 is 450 mm, I think. Right. See, then P02, it was given as 700 mm. Is it not? And then P total given as 600 mm. X1, X2, Y1, Y2, question mark. I think so. Is it not? Both of them. Mole fractions in solution state, mole fractions in vapor state, both of them. Totally 4 answers you have to calculate. So for that, see, it was the question like this. I said, now take the calculator and do, then only you can. Right? So here, what do you say? P total is equal to P1 plus P2. Is it not? That is, so P1 is equal to P01 X1. P2 is equal to P02 X2. Right? So P is equal. And also one more thing, remember, sum of mole fractions must be equal to 1. This you know. So therefore, P total, it is equal to P01 into X1 plus P02 into X2 here, 1 minus X1. That's all. Therefore, from this X1 value, you will get it. P total is given, P01 is given, P02 is given. So, just other variable we have to find out. So, calculate X1, then 1 minus X1 is equal to X2. That's all. From this, further, from this, see, from this, you calculate P1 and then P2. After that, Y1, Y2, like this. It is the way I said now. This is a direct problem, but consumes lot of time. That's the problem. Okay. So in that way, you please do it. Okay. Take the screenshot and later you please calculate for that. Now let us go to the see. Yesterday one graph also I have taken. Is it not? So while discussing about that graph, what and all I said. See, we have to think about, say, AB interactions versus AA BB. This one, as well as delta H. So delta H is it 0 or positive or negative? Delta V. Even for that also 0 or positive or negative. So those we have to see. Is it not? So now, based on that, the solutions with respect to Raoult's law classified into 3 types. Okay, let us discuss about them now. Okay, one by one I am going through. Right, so should I write that? Okay. Yeah, listen. See, here first of all, ideal solution. So for ideal solution, in case of states of matter lesson, ideal gas. Then what do you say? You will say that, say the gas which obeys ideal gas laws at all temperatures and pressures. In the same way, ideal solution means the solution which obeys, what is the only one law known here? Raoult's law. So which obeys Raoult's law at all concentrations and say temperatures. That is. Okay. So therefore, now the ideal solution, that is, let us take. See, yesterday we have taken one graph. The graph was like this. Okay. See. The vapor pressure, here also vapor pressure, right? See, x1 0, then x1 1, slowly it increases, understand? Then x2, that is 1, and this one reaches 0, is it not? So x1 0, therefore its vapor pressure slowly increases, is it not? So therefore that is reaches a maximum like this. This is the way. So this is nothing but P naught 1, is it not? In the same way, the second component, even that also. This is the way. So this is P naught 2. P naught 2. X2 is 1 like this. And then one more thing, next question. What are P naught 2 and P naught 1? Always they should be different. Yes. See, different liquids to their extent, they vaporize. They undergo vaporization. Understand? So here, which one is having more vapor pressure? 1. Liquid 1 is having more vapor pressure. Liquid 1 is having more vapor pressure. So when do you find more vapor pressure? See, when liquid is volatile. Example, let us see. For example, see, two similar sized beakers you take. Okay. So this is H2O. This is petrol. Petrol I am saying. Right? Petrol. Both of them are closed. Leave for some time, constant temperature, room temperature. Okay. So which one is more volatile? Obviously, very easily you will say that petrol. And then here, let us say P2. Here, let us say P1. To their extent, the molecules evaporate. Right? Which one evaporates fast? This one, petrol. So therefore, what you can say, P1 is less than P2. So here, what is the term we use? Petrol is more volatile than water. Petrol is more volatile than water. Like that we say, depending on. So now here also, liquid 1 is more volatile, so it is exerting more pressure. Remember, that's all. There is no any compulsion that compulsory P0 1 only should be high like that. Need not bother. But remember, whichever is more volatile, its P0 1 is higher. Remember. Please remember this point because in competitive exam, one question is there. That's why. Understand. Later after this, I will discuss that question because once they asked in IIT, that's why. Okay. So P0 1. So liquid 1 is more volatile like this. Now, this is. So this is pressure of solution, that is. So P1 plus P2, that is, you can say. Okay, the mixture, that is. So here, this is P total, you can say P1 plus P2. P1 plus P2. Now listen, this is ideal solution. Please remember, for ideal solution, we get like this. And in this case, what and all? Let us see. First one. See, this is A, liquid A. This is liquid B. Okay. So in liquid A, A interactions will be there. Liquid B, B interactions are there. Now both of them are mixed. What are the new interactions? A, B. A, B. So therefore, see now, see interactions, you can say that AB exactly similar to AA and BB. See, that means the bond energy of A bond B, that is exactly equal to AA and BB bond energies. And also, see delta H 0. That means when liquid A and liquid B are mixed, there is no release of heat, there is no absorption of heat. See, that is why? Because the bond energies are equal. Always exothermic and endothermic, when do you find? Whenever, see, the energy release, otherwise the energy absorption is because of rearrangement of bonds. In that rearrangement, some bond, see, in that rearrangement, bond formations and bond dissociations will take place. Is it not? Yeah, there, see, here, all the bond energies are equal. That means reactants and products, they will have the same bond energies. So at that time, delta H will be 0. Next, delta H mixing. Delta V mixing is 0. That is delta V mixing also 0. Please remember. Okay, 0. Therefore, now here, what are the examples? So the examples are like this. See, benzene plus toluene. Benzene plus toluene. Second one, N-hexane. N-hexane plus N-heptane. N-hexane plus N-heptane. Third one, ethyl chloride plus ethyl bromide. Ethyl chloride and ethyl bromide. Is the last line visible to you? Okay, see, ethyl chloride plus ethyl bromide. So please remember this ideal. So whenever a liquid mixture forms ideal solution, it should have a graph like this, interactions like this, delta H and delta V mixing must be 0. Okay, so now let us go to the non-ideal solutions. And then, okay, here only I said you now, see, okay, that is one important idea bit like that. Okay, after this I will discuss. So now like this, and then this is the first one. The second one, now see, now this is non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solutions. See, in a non-ideal solutions, two types. Two types. What are they? See, non-ideal solution with positive deviation, non-ideal solution with negative deviation with respect to Raoult's law. Non-ideal solution with, say, with positive deviation or negative deviation with respect to Raoult's law. I am saying Raoult's law. So, see here, positive deviation. Positive deviation. So, let me draw the graph. From that, I will explain these things. Okay. So, see, this part is exclusively important for the competitive exam. Okay. So, graph is like this. See, the graph is, see, vapor pressure, then vapor pressure, right? If the solution is ideal, we should get graph like this. Is it not? The graph ideal means we should get the graph like that. We should get the graph like that. But it is non-ideal now. We won't get it. Let us see how the graph is. Under positive deviation, I am saying. Okay, the graph is like this. This is the way. See. That is okay. And then next one. See. So this is positive now. So therefore, see, you can say delta H mixing positive, delta V mixing positive. Please remember. Okay, delta H mixing is positive, delta V mixing also positive. Positive. These are also positive. Please remember. Okay, so then next, why they are positive? That is a question. Okay, positive. We are saying na. So why this graph is like that? Okay, otherwise, why these are positive? Let us see the meaning. Delta H mixing means positive means endothermic or exothermic? Endothermic. Heat is absorbed. Heat is absorbed. Please remember, heat is absorbed. Then next one, delta V mixing, positive. Actually, delta V means, what do you write? Delta V means V final minus V initial. So here delta V positive means V final is more than V initial. Final volume is more. That means, see, liquid A initially we have taken 50 ml. Liquid B also 50 ml initially. So initially how much you have taken? Totally 100. Not yet mixed. But initially you have taken 100 totally. Is it not? Now mixed. Mixed. So what is so mixed means if it is ideal, we should get exactly 100. Is it not? It is not ideal. And then positive deviation. VF is more than VI. That means it is more than 100. It is more than 100. So why the volume is more? That is the question. So now totally two questions here. One is it is endothermic. That is first question. Second question is that is final volume is more than initial volume. Why? That one we have to discuss. Reason, see, with respect to the interactions, I will explain. See, that is the interactions. And then listen, x1, x2, x1, x2, same as it is. Okay, remember. Yeah, then interactions like this. The new interactions, A bond B, the new interactions, weaker than AA, BB. Please remember. AB bond is weaker than AA and BB bond. So when do you say weak bond? When bond energy is less, we say like that. Is it not? When the bond energy is less, we say like that. Okay. So here ideal. The new bond energies are equal to the old bond. See, so new bonds, they're exactly equal to the old. Weaker. AB bond is weaker than AA and BB. So therefore, and the bond is, that's why the see, to form that new bonds, that is, to form that energy is utilized. Energy is utilized. That means absorbed. So positive deviation, and that they are large apart, no interactions, weak interactions. So therefore, volume is large. Volume is large. And then the bond is weaker. When the bond is weaker, the mixture is more volatile. When the bond is weaker, the mixture is more volatile. More volatile means more pressure. So more pressure. See, you are observing more pressure or not? This is the reason. So for all this graph, positive and the positive. For this, what is the reason? What is the answer you will give? AB interactions are weaker than AA and BB. Like that, you will write. So here only, what are the examples for this? The examples. Yeah, let me give some fixed examples are there. Let us take those only. Okay. And then listen one more thing here. Whatever the examples we are giving, those only you have to by heart. Right. The first one, C2H5OH plus acetone. Right. The second one, CS2 plus acetone. Third one, right, that is C2H5OH plus water, that is, so 95%, that is by volume, that is, see, that is, so this is 5% V by B. Remember that. Okay. So now here only one more important one here. The last one. Please remember that. Okay. So now here you see the solution. Solution means mixture. A plus B mixture I am saying, it is more volatile or not? More volatile. And also one more thing. See, when it is more volatile, what about the boiling point? Minimum or maximum? Low boiling point. Minimum boiling point. That's why these solutions are called as minimum boiling azeotropes. Minimum boiling azeotropes. Yeah, later I discuss what is the meaning of azeotrope. Same only, these are called as azeotropes. All these are minimum boiling azeotropes. Minimum boiling means you understood now. What is the reason? AB, that means new interactions are weaker, so more volatile, right? So when it is more volatile, the boiling point is less. Is it not? So minimum boiling azeotropes. These examples, see, and then in this lesson, whatever the examples given in our textbook, our NCERT textbook, those only you have to by heart up. Understand? Those only you have to by heart up. That's all. Because see, if some new example is given, it is a little bit difficult also to identify to what kind of deviation they belong. Okay, but see, these are all important for competitive, but in PU, say, once they ask this, right, the example given, and your question does what kind of deviation it exhibits. So therefore, you have to by heart it. Okay, so then next one, say non-ideal solutions. Next one, negative deviation. Negative deviation, that is negative deviation. So then the graph, the same type of the graph. So vapor pressure like this, right? If it is ideal, we are supposed to get like this, is it not? But instead, we get like this. So how that is? This is the way. Okay, so please remember that is. So now here again it is negative deviation. Therefore, see delta H mixing negative, delta V mixing negative. Please remember that is negative. These are also negative. Please remember. You have to remember like that. Always both will be same. Both will be same. Please remember. Please remember like this. Okay. Here. Now, how to explain this? How to explain? See, here, the pressure is less. Pressure is less. Vapor pressure is less. What is the reason? Very simple. See, that is, first question is, vapor pressure is less. That one. Next, why these are negative and negative? Delta H negative means, what does it mean? Exo or endothermic? Exothermic. Is it not? That is exothermic. The delta H negative means exothermic reaction. Delta V mixing, negative. That means final volume is less than initial volume. Actually 50-50 added, that means 100. You are supposed to get 100. Instead of that one, less than 100. Okay, so therefore, why? Exactly opposite to this. Okay, exactly opposite to this. So therefore, why? Very simple. The AB interactions are there, na? New interactions, new bonds. They are, say, stronger than AA and BB. So, see, the interactions AB, you can say, stronger than AA and BB. AA and then BB. AA and then BB. So please remember. That's why delta H mixing negative. That means this bond is stronger, this bond formation. So new bonds are formed. So large amount of energy is released. right? So that's why it is negative. Mixing, delta V mixing. So new interactions are very strong. They are not volatile. So contraction takes place. So volume is decreased. So final volume is less. Final volume is less than initial. So this is the another one. Now here the examples. Examples. See the examples again in textbook, whatever given, those only let us take. So those, see phenol plus aniline. The second one, chloroform plus acetone. Third one, see HNO3 plus water, that is 68% W by W, that is 32% W by W. Okay, so it is the way, that is. And then here the interactions are strong. Interactions are strong. Therefore, is it easily volatile? No, it is less volatile. So boiling point is high. Therefore, what is another name? Maximum boiling azeotrope. Maximum boiling azeotrope, you can say. Maximum boiling azeotrope, you can call maximum boiling azeotrope. So this graph important for competitive examination. So these examples you have to by heart up. In examination, see, they never go out of these examples. So need not worry, fixed. Okay, these things. And the graphs. I said now, in these graphs only, how do, one important question is there. That is, see, how that is. So what are these lines, ma? This is P1. This is P2, like that. Understand? For all the cases. Okay, so therefore P1 and then P2, like that. Now here, suppose, see, liquid A is more volatile, like this we get. Because earlier, how did they give now? They have given like this. A and B liquids are there. Just listen enough. That is because already graphs are there now. Very easily you can answer them. Liquid A is more volatile than liquid B. So this is for liquid A. That's why more volatile, more pressure. Liquid B is less volatile, less pressure, like this. Okay. The next one, a solution is made by mixing liquid A and liquid B. So what is the graph? Obtained for mixture? So like this. So at that time, see, all of you, please take this screenshot. Take the screenshot. I'm saying, please take the screenshot. That is. Yeah. Have you taken the screenshot? I'm going to rub it. I'm going to rub that. Right. Okay. See, the question, if they say, see, listen, if they say, see, ideal solution, the graph is like this. No need to mention all this. Okay, the options are given like this. That's all. Okay, this is the graph. Please remember, for solution, for the mixture or P total, what is the graph? Means like this. Suppose if they say The solution is exhibiting positive deviation. So, like this. Okay. The solution is exhibiting negative deviation. For what is the graph for solution? Means like that. So it is the way. Please remember. Okay. The graphs are like this. These examples are so important. And then I discuss about these star marked one. And also a new term is introduced, azeotrope. And then minimum boiling, maximum boiling, you understood. Minimum boiling point means less boiling point. Why less boiling point? More volatile. This is more volatile. That's why low boiling point. So minimum boiling. Here the bonds are stronger, less volatile. That's why say maximum boiling. Maximum boiling. Remember. Okay. So now I am going to discuss about that star marked one. Star marked one. So remember. See here in first year organic chemistry. In first year organic chemistry, purification of organic compounds. Purification of organic compounds. Okay. So at that time, suppose liquid 1, liquid 2 is there. The separation. How to separate liquid 1, liquid 2 are there, mixture. We have to separate them. How? Then you will apply fractional distillation. Simply distillation process. Distillation. What is the meaning of distillation? Very simple, man. Any liquid, see, liquid is purified like this, right? Okay, see. Right, see. H2O, circulation, like that. See, here, suppose for example, a liquid is there, it is having 60 degrees C boiling point, 60 degrees Celsius boiling point, impurities are there. Impurities are non-volatile. Then you will apply distillation process. How? Heat it up to a temperature 61 degrees C. 60 is the boiling point. 61 degrees C you maintain. What will happen? Liquid alone vaporizes, move like this. Here condenser, H2O circulation, condenser means. The cooled and pure liquid is collected. This is distillation technique. Okay. Why? When do you apply this? When solute is non-volatile. When solute is non-volatile, solute will not come out at that time. Next question, sir. If liquid and liquids, two liquids are there. Liquid means definitely, whenever you say liquid, definitely it will be either more volatile or less volatile. So volatility is common, is it not? So therefore, how to separate? Fractional distillation technique we apply. Fractional distillation. In this fractional distillation technique, what we do? See, when do we apply this? When both are liquids and the boiling point difference is very large. At that time, we apply fractional distillation. For this purpose, see, fractionating columns are there. Fractionating columns like this. Understand? Will be there. See the fractionating columns like this. So whenever between two liquids boiling point difference is large, so fractional, so large in the sense not very, somewhat in some measurable rate. At the time, fractional distillation we apply. Therefore, from that also, liquids can be separated. This is first year part. But you take the ethyl alcohol plus water. Ethyl alcohol plus water, that mixture is there. Ethyl alcohol plus water. That mixture, is it possible to separate them by fractional distillation? Impossible. Impossible. Even one more star mark, HNO3 plus water. Even that mixture also, is it possible to separate? Is it possible to separate that mixture also? Not possible. Not possible. Why? Because they are non-ideal solutions. So therefore, see, non-ideal solutions. Remember, non-ideal solutions. One more name is there for them. Azeotropic mixtures. Azeotropic mixtures. Non-ideal solutions. Okay. Azeotropic mixtures, they are also called as cannot be separated by fractional distillation. Fractional distillation. Please remember, non-ideal solutions, which are also called as the azeotropic mixtures, cannot be separated by fractional distillation. That is okay. Sir, let us try, sir, the fractionating column like this. Let us arrange and let us try. Sir, what happens, sir? Next question. What happens, sir, if we heat it like that? At that time, see, the liquid mixture, this vapor mixture, the vapors are coming out now. Liquid mixture and the vapor mixture, they come out with the same composition. Liquid mixture and vapor mixture, both will have same composition. See, liquid mixture and vapor mixture, see, both will have same composition. Same composition, known as azeotropes. Understand? So the azeotropic mixture means the mixture, the liquid mixture, which has same composition in liquid state and in vapor state. That is, and they are nothing but non-ideal solutions. They are nothing but non-ideal solutions. How many types? Two types. What are they? Positive deviation, negative deviation. Is it not? So, see, there only, what do you say? Suppose, see, positive deviation, and you are calling this one as minimum boiling azeotrope. Minimum boiling azeotrope, you are calling positive deviation. So minimum boiling azeotrope means, what is the best example you have? That is C2H5OH, right? 95% V by V plus water 5% V by V. That is V by V, 5% V by V, volume percentage. That is. So therefore, that means C2H5 plus alcohol, C2H5OH plus H2O, I'm saying, ethyl alcohol plus water, that mixture you take, heat it. Initially, some vapors will come out. When the composition in this flask, equals to that composition. 95:5. Whenever the composition reaches like this, 95:5, the solution itself boils completely. You can't get ethyl alcohol alone. It is more volatile, but mixture itself boils and comes out. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, this is the composition. Please by heart the composition. They ask the question. And composition, volume. Please remember V by V. Next, second one, that is C, that is negative deviation. What do you call ma? Maximum boiling azeotrope. Maximum boiling azeotrope. That is maximum boiling azeotrope. What is the example given for us here? HNO3. 68% by mass. That is W by W plus water. 32% W by W. That is 32% W by W. So remember this. So this is the way. That is. So these are important things in this Raoult's law, deviation, and this. So therefore, ideal solution means the solution which obeys Raoult's law at all concentrations and temperatures. That is. Okay, see, ideal means examples we have seen, but non-ideal. In case of the non-ideal only, positive deviation and negative deviation, of course, they are also termed as azeotropes. Minimum boiling, maximum boiling. And please understand the meaning. The table, just to go through it, thrice or 4 times, you study that easily, you can understand. The only one difficult thing is by having the examples. That's why what we have to do, take a small slip. Okay, take a small slip. Right. Otherwise, this graphs itself. Okay, in a paper, you write it and neatly you draw, and in your material keep like that. So during the revision time, just you can have a look. You can have a look on it. Enough. That's enough. Okay. So this is the azeotropic mixtures. I think you might have taken this. Otherwise, screenshot. Okay. Yeah, these things, man. Then next one. After this, see, colligative properties. We have to go through colligative properties. So today, just let us take the definition for colligative properties. Then tomorrow, each and everyone. Actually, one colligative property already we discussed, but tomorrow with the heading we study again. That is right. See, now what is the meaning of colligative property? Let us see. What is the meaning of colligative property? Colligative properties. Okay, the colligative properties means you can say the properties of solutions which depend on number of solute particles, but not on their nature. See, colligative properties means the properties of solutions which depend on number of solute particles, not on their nature. That means it does not think about is it glucose or is it sucrose, is it urea, like that. It does not think. How many particles are there? Means, next question from your side. What is that? Sir, if same number of particles are there, same property? Yes. That's all. If the number of particles are same, if 100 glucose molecules, 100 sucrose molecules will exhibit same property. The meaning is, what are they? What are they? So they are like this. RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay. Second one, see elevation in boiling point. Third one, depression in freezing point. That is last one, osmotic pressure. These four. Already RLVP discussed. Once again, the formulae and all those we take them. Right, understood? So these are the things. So once again, see, I said na, if you don't have the textbook NCERT book from Google Play Store, you please download that chapter alone enough. Then you go through the problems, you solve them. And even I said you, suppose if if you don't get it, the answer, the solution for it, you already we made WhatsApp groups for every section, right? So therefore, you please post the doubt in that WhatsApp group. Our lecturers will help you, right? So you are encouraged to ask the doubts, no problem at all. Okay, so therefore these are the important things for today. And tomorrow we can discuss about the colligative properties. Yeah, till then, bye bye. Take care. Thank you.